Impact team joining you for this extended weather outlook here on 11 Alive Plus and Weather Impact 24/7. This is just an opportunity to take about 15 minutes or so just to do an in-depth look at what is happening here weather-wise now and what is to come, not only over the next few days, but also over the next 7 days plus as we look ahead even into parts of Christmas week. Well, today we felt that warmer air moving back into our area after a couple of really cold days that started on Sunday. Yesterday was a cold day with those temperatures that went down to 20 degrees yesterday. This morning we went down to 30 degrees for a low, so still cold, but not as cold. But we started the warming process today with high temperatures that made it back up to 59 degrees, which actually is a little bit above the average. That was kind of nice to see that warming out there today. We're going to continue going through the day tomorrow of more warming out there. Temperatures, again, we think will be in the upper 50s, right around 59 degrees. But there's going to be something a little different tomorrow compared to what we had today. You know, today we had a lot of sunshine around with those warm temperatures around. Tomorrow, there will be sunshine, but at times it is going to be blocked out by the clouds, but those clouds won't be giving us any rain. Now, even with those clouds blocking out the sunshine, we're still going to see temperatures that go back above average, right there in the upper 50s at 59 degrees. Then, with those additional clouds here on Wednesday, even though that will block out the sun at times, those clouds are not going to give us any rain. We're not concerned about having rain coming in at any time during the day here on Wednesday. That rain chance is going to come back up going into Thursday. So also not going to be an all-day rain event, but we're going to see showers coming in most likely mid-morning to around lunchtime, mainly light stuff. And then in the afternoon, we're not only going to have a better chance for rain, but also a better coverage of rain into the afternoon hours. Again, mainly light rain, at times mixing in with some moderate rain. And there may be even a couple of pockets of some heavy rain here and there, and possibly some rumbles of thunder and flashes of lightning. But we don't expect anything severe out of that, meaning winds of 58 miles an hour or greater, or any hail with anything like that, but just possibly some rumbles of thunder and flashes of lightning around. Here is a live look at what we're watching at Truist Park, and you can see the dry conditions that we have there right now at Truist Park. And things are looking nice with that mainly clear sky there in that area. And so let me show you radar right now so you can see those areas of what we're watching with satellite and radar indicating no clouds around here now. And we told you earlier we were expecting to have a mainly clear evening, but it's going to be overnight when we see these clouds out to the west start moving in just a little bit more, increasing our cloud cover while we're sleeping. And by tomorrow morning, we're going to wake up to that better coverage of clouds around. But as you can see here, those clouds have not made it here to the metro Atlanta area yet, but they will during the overnight hours. And as we widen out a little bit more, you can see how Alabama is getting covered up by some of these clouds. Not particularly thick. Not a complete overcast. The moon and stars are able to filter through and shine through every once in a while. And again, even though these clouds are building in Alabama, Mississippi, and parts of western Tennessee, we are not seeing any rain with that. We do start to see a little bit of rain beginning to come in from Texas and Oklahoma into parts of Arkansas. And that rain coverage is gradually going to start building up just a little bit more as well as we go through the next couple of days. Here's another live view of what we're watching right now from the city of Atlanta. This is our tower cam at Georgia Tech. And we're looking down over the city there, the downtown area and the skyline there, looking over Grant Field here too, where it is a beautiful night. We've got that beautiful skyline here too. And speaking of the skyline, this is a great view that we have from our tower cam at Arizona Avenue there on the DeKalb-Fulton County line, looking toward the city. Things are looking great with good visibility, clear skies, cool temperatures out there, but it's still not as cold out there right now as it was compared to 24 hours ago when it was really chilly out there again. So here's what we're watching as that system out to the west is going to start getting a little better organized. Now, this is our severe weather threat. And when you see a dark green color, that's a level 1 risk, and then yellow is level 2, and then you've got the tan color showing the enhanced, the darker reddish color shows moderate risk, and then the purple color shows the high risk for severe storms. Well, we don't even have the dark green showing up here on this map for tomorrow. We see the light green color, which is just general showers and thunder showers along the Mississippi River and to the west of that during the day on Wednesday. So no real threats for severe weather in the southeast, even though we're going to start watching some of that rain that is going to start to develop. But once we go into Thursday, some of that rain, those scattered showers, are going to be pushing into our area. And as I mentioned earlier, we may have some rumbles of thunder and flashes of lightning, but we don't expect the severe weather. Where we could see that is up in parts of Tennessee and also into Kentucky, southern areas of Illinois and Indiana, back into parts of eastern southern Missouri and the far north eastern corner of Arkansas there. Again, getting closer to the Mississippi River there. But that green color is that level 1 of 5 risk, a marginal risk or a low level risk that they can see some isolated stronger storms there. And we don't expect that to make it here into the Atlanta area. We just think the ingredients will be a little bit higher up to the north and west of us to where they could see possibly some isolated severe storms there during the day on Thursday. So just general showers for us, maybe some thunder and lightning, but nothing severe expected here as that system moves our way. Our high today actually went up a little higher than we were expecting. We went up to 59 degrees today, thanks to all that sunshine, thanks to the dry air and low dew points that allowed, with that sunshine, those temperatures to warm up a little bit more. Our low this morning also not as bad as we were thinking. We were thinking it'd be in the 20s here to start the day this morning, but here in Atlanta it was actually 30. Now in the outlying areas, we did see a lot of 20s all around. These temperatures are, well, the low temperature was below average. We should be around 38 for this time of year, but the high, as I mentioned, was above average. We should be around 56 for this time of year. And as we do every night, we check on that deficit. It is growing. We're about 6.83 inches below where we should be in rainfall for the year. You know, and we would have to pick up that much or more, 7+ inches of rain between now and the end of December for us to finish with a surplus. And it doesn't look like that is going to happen at all. So we're most likely going to end up the year with a deficit. Here's a look at the hourly temperatures during the day today. So you can see where we had those highs and lows here. There was the 30-degree temperature between 4 and 5 o'clock. Then it bumped up to 32, back to 31. And then once the sun came up, we started rising, getting up to, it was 59 degrees here in between these hourlies where we had the warmest temperature of the day. Right now, we have fallen into the 40s. We're at 47 degrees in the city of Atlanta. But outside the city, it is a lot colder. It's already below freezing in Peachtree City, where it's 31 degrees right now. That's one of the cooler spots. Dalton's also 31. We got 28 though in Blairsville. LaGrange is right at 32, right at the freezing mark. And then generally a lot of those 30s around. The warmer spots are in more of the city areas, more of the urban areas. Atlanta's 47, Gainesville 45, and Athens is at 42 degrees. So a wide range of temperatures with that dry air and with that clear sky. Many areas are cooling off a lot faster than others as the warmth of the day is radiating out into the atmosphere a little bit faster, replaced by that cooler air at the surface. Now, these temperatures right now that we're experiencing are in Atlanta are 11 degrees warmer than we were at this time last night. Athens and Gainesville, you're 10 degrees warmer than it was just 24 hours ago. And then the other cities outside Atlanta and outside of these metro areas are 4 to 7 to 9 degrees warmer than we were at this time yesterday. So yeah, not as cold, still chilly out there, but not as cold as it has been. We're going to start off in the morning at around 35 degrees with those clouds that are going to be building in overnight, and we'll have more of those clouds in the morning with those mid-30s. And then by afternoon, some of those clouds breaking up just a little bit more, with temperatures able to make it up to about 59 degrees here for those afternoon hours, which is where we were today. So it's going to be very similar temperature-wise tomorrow. But remember, it's not going to be that bright, pure sunshine all day long. That sun's going to be mixing in with the clouds at times. Here's a look at the forecast track where you can see here the mainly clear sky for now, and then overnight and into tomorrow morning, these are the clouds that are going to start building in. And again, it's not really thick overcast, but this is going to be blocking out the sun a little bit more here for the first part of the day tomorrow. Around lunchtime, sun breaking through at times, maybe a little bit more of that sunshine breaking through later in the afternoon at about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. North Georgia seeing more clouds, fewer clouds there on the south side. But what I want you to see here, even though we are seeing more clouds that are moving into the area, these clouds are not going to be giving us any rain. That is going to start moving in on Thursday. And even in the morning hours on Thursday, it's going to be mainly clouds. These are going to be a little thicker to start on Thursday morning, but still no rain here with that. Through the morning hours to around lunchtime, we're going to see a few more of these scattered showers that are going to start developing here closer to lunchtime. And then after lunch, that better coverage of rain, and still watching the potential of mainly light rain, but a couple of pockets of moderate to heavy rain at times. Not everybody getting heavy rain all at once, but just a few of these pockets with some moderate to heavy rain where we can have a little bit of thunder and lightning with that. And then watching by midnight still this other band a little bit that's going to move on through. But I'm really thinking that during those overnight hours, that is all going to push on over to the east. So by the time we're waking up on Friday morning, the rain's going to be gone, and a lot of the clouds are going to be gone too. And we're going to see the wind shifting coming out of the north and west. So after above average temperatures today and above average temperatures tomorrow, and then lower 60s here on Thursday, we're thinking on Friday, behind the system, we're going to have a brief cool down with our highs moving back down into the lower 50s there just for Friday before they go back up into the 60s going into Saturday and also on Sunday. So there you see that flow there coming out of the north and also the west. So the rain system on Thursday, really we're going to see some showers coming in as early as mid-morning to around lunchtime. But I really think that better coverage of rain is going to be mainly in the afternoon and evening hours, where these showers are going to be scattered. Again, light rain mixing in with a few pockets of moderate to heavy rain at times, and a few rumbles of thunder and flashes of lightning are possible here. So what will you need? Keep your umbrella with you, because it's not going to be raining all day, but if you're running out and about, work, picking up kids from school, running errands, doing some Christmas and holiday shopping, you may need that umbrella at times because it's going to be kind of that sporadic nature of those showers. But Thursday is really the only day with the rain chance this week at about 50%. Then we dry out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then next week, Monday and Tuesday, those rain chances are going to be back to very low at about 20%. The models have been pretty uniform here. At about 0.3 of an inch of rain expected here in the metro Atlanta area. There might be spots up in North Georgia that pick up a little bit more. So in general, I'm saying on average about a 1/2 inch or less rain possible with this system coming in on Thursday, ending during the overnight hours here Thursday night into early on Friday. So that cold area of the cold core of air that was over us here for Sunday and also in Monday is now moving up toward the north, and we have that wind that's shifting coming out of the south and west. That is what is bringing in that milder air that we experienced today. We're going to have the mild air here tomorrow too, and also on Thursday. Then I want you to watch this. We have a bit of cooler air. So the system that's coming in on Thursday that's going to bring us some rain is a cold front, and there's moisture with it. So that's going to be building ahead of this colder air behind that front. So Thursday, that rain is going to sweep through, exiting overnight Thursday into early on Friday. Then we'll have brief cooling on Friday with highs back down to 51 degrees. And then that moves out quickly, and the milder air or warmer air is going to return again. And we'll enjoy those temperatures returning to the 60s here going into the weekend. So take a look at the lows. It's still going to be in the mid-30s tomorrow, and then milder air for Thursday and Friday morning, and then cold again Saturday and also into Sunday. It goes back up to 40. And then the afternoon temperatures above average the next couple of days, then that brief cooling, and then we warm up again heading into the weekend. So here's that forecast for the next 7 days. With above average temperatures, dry weather Wednesday, but more clouds, showers scattered around on Thursday, Friday clearing and cooler, but then we warm up quickly for the weekend, back to the 60s with a mix of sun and clouds, and then that low rain chance coming in here on your Monday and Tuesday, that rain chance only at about 20%. Thanks for tuning in to this extended weather update here on 11 Alive Plus and Weather Impact 24/7. We'll have another update for you tonight at 11 on 11 Alive News and streaming here on 11 Alive Plus. We'll also have updates throughout the day for you tomorrow too. Enjoy your evening. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tonight at 11 o'clock.